No preparation is perfect. You just have to be near perfect, as much perfect as honest preparation. It always yields something, at least something. So, how many questions should I attempt, right? Being anxious is absolutely normal. It's easy to start a battle, it's difficult to persist through that battle, and it's even more difficult to strike that final blow and come out as a winner. Hello, guys. I'm Dr. Ranchan, your pharmacology faculty. And all of you know that you are getting ready for that final battle tomorrow. And apart from my best wishes, I have a couple of advices for all of you guys for tomorrow's exam. All of you know that you have reached the certainty of 5th March after going through a roller coaster ride of certainty and uncertainty. The mere fact that all of you have persisted till now makes all of you winner, at least for me, right? And remember always this important point: an honest preparation, it always yields something, at least something. If not MDMS, then diploma. If not diploma, then at least GNB. You'll get at least something if your preparation was honest. And nobody can say if your preparation was honest or not, except you. It's only you who knows if you're prepared honestly or not. Now, coming to one important point that many students they have in their minds: if I had some more time to perfect my preparation, then I could have performed better. Now, believe me, if I give you extra 1 month or 2, you would still have the same feeling the day before the exam. So just remember one important point: no preparation is perfect. You just have to be near perfect, as much perfect as possible, right? And you'll always have that feeling that I could have done this or that or something extra in this subject or in this topic, right? Guys, make peace with yourself, and you have done your best as much as you could do, right? So make peace with it and gear up for tomorrow's exam. Another point: you all of you know we all are humans. We run on neurotransmitters and hormones. So being anxious, if you are anxious, if your anxiety is hitting through the roof, it's okay. Why it's okay? Because there is so much invested into this exam. Being anxious is absolutely normal. Now remember, there are two kinds of people who might not be anxious, right? Number one, those who have studied too much, who are well prepared, right? And you know the percentage of those students is pretty less. Second, students who would not be anxious are those who have not prepared at all. Apart from that, majority of us, including me, as I was a student, we are somewhere in the between, right? Average students. And we are anxious because we have given everything to it, and we don't know what lies on the other end. So believe me, being anxious is good because it means you are serious, right? But let me tell you another point: if anxiety during the grand test that you had given, if anxiety has somehow prevented you from performing well in the grand test, for example, just give a simple example. A student messaged me, sir, whenever I give grand test, I have to go to the washroom 2 to 3 times because I have this urge of urinating. It means there is stress-induced urge incontinence. So if you have any kind of such somatic presentation of anxiety, take a tablet of propranolol 20 milligrams on the morning of the exam, and that will take care of it, right? Now, today's day, what can I say about today's day? All of you are anxious, and all of you might be thinking that let me revise this, let me revise that, let me cover something else. Guys, wrap up the day early, right? Preferably around 6 or 7 o'clock. Don't continue your revisions too late into the night, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. The reason being that would fuel up your anxiety and you'll not be able to have a good night's sleep. So wrap up early, relax, and go to bed. So why a good night's sleep is important? Guys, you'd agree with me, right? That it's important to have a good night's sleep before, so that in the exam I can have a sound mind in the morning. And if any of you, again I'll come to a point that I have told time and again that if any of you have a difficulty in sleep onset because of anxiety, you can take a tablet of melatonin 3 milligrams. It takes 2 hours to produce effect, right? And you have to take it just after the food. So I'll just give you a hypothetical scenario. Suppose you wrap up your studies by 6 or 7 o'clock, then have your dinner at 8 p.m. Immediately take a tablet of melatonin 3 mg, then go to bed by 9 or 9:30, right? Because the melatonin will not make you drowsy like benzodiazepines. But when you switch off the lights, go to the bed, lie down, it will relax you and it will induce your sleep. It will help you to sleep. But remember, it will not force you to sleep. There is a difference between melatonin and benzodiazepine, right? So my advice, go to bed, right? Maximum by 10, don't delay after that. Now coming to tomorrow, the day of exam. Now guys, it's a fair question to ask. So how many questions should I attempt, right? So guys, remember, do not under attempt or do not over attempt. Both are detrimental, right? So anywhere around 170 to 180 is a good number. And those 15-20 questions, which nobody knows where they are from, the Mars or Jupiter or Pluto, just leave those 15-20 questions because negative marking is gonna hurt you, right? So don't under attempt, don't over attempt. Second point that I want to tell you guys is, whenever you begin to solve the question paper, right, all of you are having the questions arranged in different orders. So some of you might have the initial 5, 10, 15, 20 questions which are on the difficult side, and you're not able to solve too many questions in the beginning. Now, what that sets in motion is, a train of anxiety. And because of that anxiety, even the good questions which you should be able to solve, you're not able to solve, which follows. So if you're not able to solve initial few questions, you have to calm yourself down and say to yourself, boy, calm down. Soon you'll have questions which you'll be able to solve. And you'll see that what happens is, as you'll cruise through the paper, and once you're done with the paper and in the first attempt, you have done good 100 plus questions, then in that case, your anxiety is gonna come down. Your anxiety is gonna come down, and now when you go back to those questions which you could not solve in the beginning, even now for those questions, the answers will begin to appear out of nowhere for a simple reason. Your anxiety is down now. And you will see in the second layer, you'll be able to solve a lot of questions out of that. So, but initially, you have to keep the calm, right? Hold yourself together. Now, coming to another point, studying just before the exam. Now guys, when I gave my exam, right, I would see a lot of students doing the PYQs from the short books before the exam, quickly. I'll give you my personal view because it is subjective. It might differ from people to people, right? Personally, I'm not a big fan of studying outside the exam hall, right? The reason being, I feel myself that this is going to fuel my anxiety. So before the exam, I would not think about anything. I would just be cool and calm and try to see the larger picture. I tend to keep myself cool for the exam, the big 200 questions, right? We had 300, now we have 200. And another simple logic is, right, if I could not do something in 1 year, right, what would I do? What major difference I'll make in 1 hour, right? So rather, like, I would chill before the exam and I'll not fuel my anxiety. But again, I said it is subjective. It might differ from person to person. I've given you my personal opinion, right? Now, an important thing that I want to tell you guys, this is something you can correlate to. Why did you start this preparation, right? So find the answer. I started this because I can do it. Now remember, this kind of positive mindset extracts the best out of you and keeps you invested till the last moment. And always be positive, because if you doubt yourself, you will do certain mistakes which otherwise you would not have done. So being positive is an important part of any preparation. You take any preparation, any competitive exam, right? So guys, you have done, in summarize, I can say that you have done whatever you could do until now. Today evening, you have to relax and just go for the kill tomorrow. Best wishes. My blessings are always with you guys. Irrespective of what transpires tomorrow, All of you are champs for me. Go out there, give your best, and until you slay the last possible question, don't rest. God be with you all. Take care. Bye bye. I love you all.